for another first down at will.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here we go with Kamara. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, will wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll buy some time right. And some room to maneuver. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding room inside the 40. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, Breeze. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. In possession for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. A 10th carry for Kamara, and he stopped immediately there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Breeze to throw on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Marshall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So out now come the Redskins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The play clock's running down. Throwing now is Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys